Wow, the singing bowl is so powerful. Whew, wow. Well, hello everyone. Peace, greetings. This is Misty Moon, and I am here to bring to you another weekly womb wisdom. And this particular segment is going to be a little different. If you're subscribed to my newsletter, I just recently released a post about Yoni steams. And if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, you should, because every new moon and every full moon, I release a newsletter through email where I give just various health tips, and I also give like a new moon or full moon ritual self-care practice to do, along with a video, a live feed video of me doing a vegan recipe. Every new moon and every full moon, I share that. And so the last post that I shared was about Yoni steams and the benefit of Yoni steams. And so this particular video, I want to show you all how I make my own Yoni steam at home. Because oftentimes when you go get Yoni steams at places, at salons or spas, they can cost anywhere between $50 to $70 for a 40-minute session. If you just don't have that kind of money, then this could be an alternative for you to have in your back pocket. So in case any of you are watching this and not have no idea what the V steam is, so it's also known as vagina steam or a Yoni steam or a V steam. Those are the three terminologies that are used interchangeably. And even though it's trendy, it's been trending over the last 10 years or so, this is an ancient modality. It's a hydrotherapy modality for women's vagina. And so, think about like back in the day, whenever we had incongestion in our chest, we would get a big bowl of hot water and put herbs in it, then put a gigantic towel over our head and put our head inside the bowl and inhale the aromas of the herbs. Well, it's just like that, except it's for your vagina. And so there's different herbs that you can use for different imbalances, and that's something that you can research on your own. But in general, vagina steams or V steams, they help women with prolapsed uteruses. Like it helps to tonify the uterus. Women who have had hemorrhage, women who are healing after birth. If you are going through menopause, experiencing dryness in your vagina, or having pain during intercourse, it helps with that. If you're having heavy bleeding, if you're having fibroids or cysts, which is what I'm healing right now, and that's why I have my own here. If you're having stagnation with creativity, because again, the womb, there's the physical aspect of the womb, but the spiritual aspect of the womb is where we birth our ideas and our dreams and our goals. So if that's blocked, then it's impossible to move forward in your life. So if you're having some stagnation that way, there are particular herbs that can help with that particular aspect of your womb as well. So there's many benefits to doing V steams. If you have not experienced it yet, I highly recommend it. And there are a ton of different techniques out there. Like I mentioned, there are salons or spas that you can go to. I did have the experience last year of going to a Yoni steam spa in Oakland. It was really impressive. I mean, the way that she had it set up, it was like this wooden chair, and inside the chair was a little box, and that's where the hot water was, and it was electric, so the water was able to stay hot for a good solid 40 minutes to an hour. And she even had crystals in there, like infrared. And so there's some super fancy ones out there. And then there's another company that makes it's a portable V steam, where when you look at it, it says as if you took like the lid, the seat of your commode of your toilet, and ripped that off, so it looks like that. So it's flat with the hole in it. Then it comes a little bucket that you put it on. You just sit and squat. So you can use that, or you can make your own, which is what I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this is the chair. I bought this chair from Walmart for $25. And so this is the chair. It's in the outdoor furniture department. And so what I did, I just simply cut a hole here. Okay, that's where I sit. And then this is the bowl that I use to put the water in. And so I think for this bowl, I think I spent maybe $12 on this at Target. Okay, and so what you want to do is you get your gigantic pot of water. I forget how many quarts of water you put in there, but you boil that first. You put your herbs in there and let it simmer for another 5-10 minutes. And what I do, the moment that I'm ready to sit down, I'll pour that water into here. And so I have this, it's like my little compartment where I keep all of my nail polish and nail polish remover. So what I do is put the bowl on top of that and scoot it underneath my chair to give it a little bit more height so it's closer to my vagina. Okay? and you can just use whatever props you have. So this is the basic setup that I have. So the most important part of your V-steam, of your homemade V-steam, is the blankets, okay? Because you want to keep that steam inside there. So I'm going to show you how I set it up. So I take the blanket, and the first blanket I take, I wrap it around the back of the chair. Okay. All right, so you want to make sure that the blanket is touching the ground, okay? So there's no air that's going to come out of underneath. Okay, so that's the back of it. And then, and this is what I normally, I'm normally setting this up while the water's boiling. Okay, so that's the back of it. And make sure that they're thick too. That's really important because you don't want the steam to get through the threads of the blanket. So for the second blanket, it's almost as if like I create a door with it. Okay, so I'll put it here. And then what I do is when I'm ready, I normally have, I normally wear a slip and with, you know, no, of course, no undergarments underneath. I sit down and I just wrap this over me like a door. All right, and I make sure I tuck it in really good. Make sure there's no openings in the bottom. Whew, bada bing, bada boom. I have my Yoni steam. And then I have my little drum here as like a little table, and I put my tea there or some water or a book or whatever I feel like that I need. And with this, my steam lasts for like 20 minutes to a half an hour. And it's just super, super relaxing. What I love about this wicker chair, because I have lots of support on my back and it's a little flexible, so I feel like I can lean back a little bit. And yeah, it's just a wonderful experience. So yeah, so if you feel like you want to give this a shot, let me know how it goes. I'll be curious to know. And yeah, and again, like if you want to have the spa experience, that's great. But you know, some of us are on a budget. I know I'm on a budget right now. Like I can barely afford to get a massage. I don't even know the last time I got one. So you know, self-care is imperative, ladies, and we got to figure out creative ways in order to treat ourselves. You know, because the world needs us. So it's really imperative that we, you know, find ways to put ourselves first. So anyway, that is how I make my homemade Yoni steam. I hope that you find it inspiring. Thank you for watching. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, please do. You know, I'm just sharing, I feel like, really great information. And if you want to subscribe, just go to my website, which is Misty Moon Wellness. That's MYSTY Moon wellness.com. Okay? All right, everybody. Until then, have a beautiful night, day, whatever time that you're watching this video, and I will see you all next week. All right, peace.